Jaguars QB Trevor Lawrence weighs in on Travis Hunter making his NFL debut. Like the rest of us, Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence is excited to see Travis Hunter playing in an NFL game. Really excited, Lawrence said via ESPN. I mean, if Friday was a glimpse of it, we should all be excited to see him running around out there, wherever it's at on offense, defense, hopefully more offense, throwing that in there for us. On offense, Hunter's ball skills and ability to operate in space have routinely been on display. Coen has also been pleased with Hunter's progress in operating within what is a robust defensive scheme. We got our first glimpse of Hunter playing both offense and defense on the same day during the Jaguars scrimmage last Friday. During Tuesday's practice, Hunter again played both ways, but this time switching back and forth between the two positions, rather than spending half the practice on one side and then flipping to the other, as he did in the mock game. Need a break? Play the USA Today Daily Crossword Puzzle. According to Michael Duraco, Hunter played 9 snaps at receiver and cornerback on Tuesday, including 4 consecutive snaps on offense followed by 2 on defense. Coen has not yet decided if Hunter and other Jaguars starters will play in the preseason opener on Saturday against Pittsburgh. While we will see more of Hunter playing both ways in practice moving forward, Coen added that this won't be the case every day, either. Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence had been through enough seasons to sense when something unique was brewing. The preseason chatter had intensified, not about a major trade or a new playbook wrinkle, but about the NFL debut of a player who had become more than just a prospect. Travis Hunter, the two-way phenom from Colorado, was stepping onto an NFL field for the first time. Lawrence, now one of the league's seasoned young veterans, had seen plenty of hyped rookies come and go. But there was something about Hunter that defied comparison. Maybe it was the way he dominated both sides of the ball in college, a rare throwback to an era that had all but disappeared. Maybe it was the legacy he was trying to carve, reminiscent of Dion himself, his college coach and mentor. Or maybe, just maybe, it was how Hunter had made even NFL veterans pay attention. He's got that thing, Lawrence said during a post-practice media huddle. No need for elaboration. The reporters nodded. They knew. But later, in a quieter moment in the team facility, Lawrence opened up more. I've watched Travis since his Jackson State days, he admitted, sipping on a recovery shake. He doesn't just play the game, he lives it. There's a difference between someone who performs and someone who belongs. Travis belongs. You can see it in the way he moves, the way he studies routes as a corner, the way he breaks them off as a receiver. It's surgical. Lawrence leaned back, thoughtful. What's wild is, I think he could have come into the league as just a receiver or just a corner and still gone top 10 either way. But both? That's just, he trailed off, smiling. That's video game stuff. Hunter's NFL debut had been set against the backdrop of a sold-out crowd in Los Angeles, where the Chargers had agreed to feature the rookie heavily on both offense and defense. The spotlight was white-hot, but the young star didn't blink. He recorded an interception, broke up another deep pass, then hauled in 5 catches for 79 yards, including a sideline toe-tap grab that made the top of every highlight reel. You know, Lawrence said, as a quarterback, you prepare for players like Travis differently. You don't just say, all right, he's lined up at corner, avoid throwing to his side. You've got to game plan for him at receiver too. He demands respect from both your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator. I don't know if I've seen that since Charles Woodson came in. It wasn't just Lawrence who was talking. Jaguars cornerback Tyson Campbell, after watching Hunter's tape, joked, I'd rather cover him than have to tackle him after the catch. Kid's slippery. Even Doug Peterson had weighed in during a team meeting, using Hunter as an example of non-traditional excellence. But for Trevor Lawrence, Hunter's debut sparked something deeper than analysis. He reminds me of why we fall in love with this game in the first place, Lawrence said. When you're a kid, you don't think about being a quarterback or a safety. You just want the ball in your hands every play. Travis never let that part go. He carried that joy, that passion, right through college and into the league. And the fact that he can do it on this level? It's inspiring. There was a pause. I think we're seeing something we haven't really seen in a long time. Not just a great athlete, but a paradigm shift. Lawrence wasn't exaggerating. NFL insiders were already floating the idea that Hunter's impact might force teams to rethink roster strategy. If one player could fill two starting positions and dominate both, how would that shape salary caps, draft philosophies, or even how practice time was split? I'm not saying every team's going to start drafting two-way players, Lawrence clarified. But he's going to open doors. For kids watching right now, he's going to change what's possible. He chuckled. And I'll tell you this much, when we face him this season, I'm not throwing his way unless I have to. Later that week, as practice ended under the Florida sun, Lawrence stayed on the field longer than usual, working with young receivers on timing routes. One of the rookies, fresh from a Division II school, asked him what he thought made someone like Travis Hunter stand out. Trevor thought for a moment, then tossed the ball underhand into the air. It's not just skill. Everyone at this level has talent. It's how you think, how you prepare, how you compete, every down. Travis brings elite effort every snap. He doesn't coast. That's why he's going to be around a long time. He looked up at the scoreboard, the sun catching his hair like it did in those old Clemson highlights. I'm just glad I'm not the one who has to cover him. And then, like a true competitor, he grinned. But if he's lined up across from us, I'm still going at him. That's the game. He wouldn't want it any other way. In a league that's always looking for the next big thing, Trevor Lawrence recognized something even rarer, a young star who could change not just the game, but how it's imagined. And as Travis Hunter's career began to unfold, Lawrence, ever the student of football, would be watching.